Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. My name is Alex and today we're taking a look at the weapon changes that dropped inside of the recent update. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the Nodachi, I don't know what they were thinking, dude. This thing is absolutely insane now, dude. So we're gonna start off with the Nodachi and the big changes. I guess we activate the target dummy. The big changes, we got extra damage to all of the fully charged attacks. So build your meter. All of these attacks, not the normals, but the big ones. This bad boy right here got extra damage, as well as the ones from the, we jump off the box and do it. This one got increased damage, as well as the one off the spring attack. So they all got increased damage, so that is pretty good. Next up, the recovery time on your plunge attack, your celestial stab, got decreased. So before you would kind of be locked in place for a little bit once you landed, but now you can pretty much cancel out of that thing as soon as you hit the ground. So that is pretty good. It's actually really good when you think about it. Something else that they changed is before, when you would use the your heavy attacks, like the slices left and right, you would have to go left then right in order to keep the combo going. But now you could go right, and it'll combo. Like, you won't get stuck in place like you would before. I don't know how useful this is. I know there are some iframes on this attack right here, but this never came up in a fight where I've accidentally iframed anything because I don't really use this. Maybe I'll give it a try now, who knows. Now, last but not least, on the Nodachi. That is not my torch. All right, let's try that again. So the torch, the amount of meter that you build on the torch got an insane buff, dude. So before, you would do your torch combo and you'd get maybe 25-50% of your meter, but check this out, dude. Full meter if you land both of the hits. That is absolutely insane. Yes, you saw that correctly. Let me do it again. Full meter. So all the dancing around with the celestial thread, all the jumping off the boxes, trying to get these things to hit. Now, of course, these will still have their place as far as closing the gap and stuff like that. But when it comes to building meter, the torch is going to be hands down the MVP. Now, I don't know if they're going to actually adjust this because that does seem a little bit too strong. But I'm not complaining. I love the flame Nodachi, and this is right up my alley. So we take what we can get. So that's pretty much all the buffs for the Nodachi. Let's move on to the Katana. All right, now taking a look at the Katana. Now the Katana is slowly but surely becoming a little bit too powerful, dude. Like, I know it's got some buffs in the last update. Now in this update, so first up on the list, they reduced the stamina consumption of the single-handed lunge and also increased the distance and the power. So this attack right here, the one nobody really used, or you kind of used it on accident, check out the range, dude. This might be a little bit too far. Maybe we're right here. Boom, a little bit too far. So yeah, the range on this thing is pretty good if you need to close the distance, and especially that in combination with the buff that they gave to this thing right here. Boom, look at the range, dude, and then you can just get right back in there. So that is a pretty cool buff. They also reduced the time it takes to go into your EI burst stance from the air attack. So before, you would have to tuck your sword in super slow, and now he goes right into it. So goes down, boom, instantly into the sheath and into your attack. So that is pretty good. And also they increased the amount of meter that you get from your EI burst slash. I call it burst slash, but it's EI slash burst. So the amount of meter that you get from this attack right here is increased, which is insane because I literally just made builds on the Nodachi and the Katana, and this update just pretty much buffed both of them. So that's pretty cool. They also increased the speed of that attack, which, if you don't know, this attack was so slow. The second hit, it would take so long for this thing to come down, but now it comes down way quicker. And that is pretty much all the buffs that the Katana got. They don't seem like a whole lot, but I swear, man, the Katana is slowly but surely, starting to become that weapon, dude. So next we are going to move on to the Maul, and the Maul is one of my favorites, so let's check this one out. All right, taking a look at the Maul first up. We got increased range to the Maul's Chaser Smash. If you don't know what that is the stake attack. Now this attack is super inconsistent, but hopefully giving it more range, it'll make it land a little bit more, because this attack, dude, does so much damage. And then it also increased the speed and power of the Maul's overhead swing attack. Now I am not gonna lie, I don't know what the overhead swing attack is. I tried to find it. I don't know what move it is, but whatever it is, it does increase speed and power. So if you know which move that is, let me know in the comments down below. Next up, we got increased speed and range on this attack right here, the overhead smash or jumping smash. So you can hit that from a little bit further, and this also goes with the torch as well. So the overhead smash goes a little bit further into the big bang, so that is a pretty good buff as well. And last on the list, well, maybe not last, but the last one that really matters, I guess, they increase the damage on the power smashes when you're fully extended. So maybe I will make it build with the fully extended smash. I've actually never tried that playstyle yet, so that should be pretty cool to see. And then last but not least, it decreases the number of Karakuri required before an expert hitter is activated. Now if you don't know what expert hitter is, I would not blame you. It is a perk inside of the tree which you whenever you hit a Karakuri with your hammer, it extends your it actually extends your Maul. So the fact that that got a buff, there may be some expert hitter builds coming out. And if you don't know, you don't have to just hit the crate. If you hit the spring, it kind of like yo-yos. If it hits a Kemono, it'll yo-yo. If you hit the torch, like all the Karakuris have different interactions, so definitely give it a try. If you're interested in like trying out some builds like that, it's pretty cool, but that'll be something that I tackle on a rainy day. Now moving on to the next weapon, that is going to be the Clawblade. Now the Clawblade, oh man, the Clawblade, it got nerfed, but it also got buffed at the same time, so it's not all bad. All right, so Clawblade, let's get the nerf out of the way. It's not really a nerf, it's just you have to play Clawblade a little bit differently. So before, you would be able to, you know, plant your claw, you'd be able to get 2 of these attacks into your big smash. But if you look right there, I am all out of meter, so you can't really do that anymore. You can't really do the aerial style. You jump down, do this into that, because look, we're out of meter. The big change they made with the Clawblade, they made your attacks in the air drain your meter. Before it was kind of like it would drain, but it would drain really slowly, so it allowed you to get a whole bunch of damage off before you ran out of meter. But now you actually have to get some meter first if you still want to use that same playstyle. Now that you got full meter, look at how much the bar is draining from just this one attack. Look at that, dude. That's like almost like 1/4 of the bar. So you will have to play Clawblade a little bit differently. You're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive. And I'm actually gonna test whether Clawmaster works after we go over the changes, just to see if Clawmaster is worth running now. Now next up on the change list, the Wingblade Slash can now combo into the Wingblade Crescent Slash. Now if you don't know what that is this attack right here, Wingblade Slash, and the Crescent Slash is the horizontal version. So now we could go bam bam bam, bam bam bam. So you can combo into both of them. Before you wasn't able to do, you had to kind of pick one or the other, whichever one you wanted to do. So that is pretty cool. Now you can either combo from horizontal to vertical or vertical to horizontal. So that is pretty cool. Let's look at that again. So you could go from this way to that way, or that way to that way. So that is a pretty cool addition. But be mindful that all of those attacks cost a lot of meter. Specifically the heavy attacks, like the Y buttons, those ones take most of the meter, so be careful with that. And another big thing that they changed, they made it to you need to land more attacks before you can actually go into your like glowy state. So you got to land way more attacks now. Before you could just land like a see, we just got it right there, right at the end. So you're gonna have to be way more aggressive with the actual normal attacks to build that meter. if you want to play Clawblade efficiently now. So that's not a bad thing, because I did kind of agree that Clawblade was a little bit too easy to play, but it was super fun at the same time. Now let's actually put on Clawblade Master and see if we actually if it actually helps. Let's see if this actually makes a difference. Jump in the air. Can we get it? We cannot. Even still, dude. Yeah. So yeah, Clawblade, you gotta be a little bit more aggressive now, but it is what it is. I still think it is pretty strong. Oh, and also they improved the aim off the glider, so now you kind of flip off of the glider and you spin in midair, so that is pretty cool. And that is it for the Clawblade buff. So some nerfs, some adjustments. I think it's mostly just a playstyle change. And all right, now taking a look at the Karakuri Staff. This is another one. The Karakuri Staff got one buff, and I don't know what it is. It increases the speed of slash screak attack. I don't know what that is, dude. I've done every attack on this trainer bear, and I cannot find out what that is. So yeah, but it's the only buff that it got. Increase the speed of that. So let me know exactly what that is if you know in the comments down below. The slash screak attack. So we're gonna move on to the cannon, and then we're gonna move on to the bow and the wagasa. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't play either one of those weapons. Take a look here. The bow, I've got one clear. The wagasa, I've also got one clear. So I can't really speak on those, but I guess I'll try to showcase what the what the changes are. But pretty sure there's some other YouTubers that cover bow and wagasa, so make sure you guys stay on the lookout for that. But until then, we're gonna check out the cannon. Now the cannon didn't get any real significant changes, or I won't say that. Yeah, I won't say that it's insignificant, because they increased the base speed of your attacks. Now I have volley on this build, so I don't know what exactly the new speed looks like, but I can tell you this looks this doesn't look like 30%, dude. This looks more like 40, close to 50% extra speed on my attacks. So that is pretty good. So all cannons across the board have increased rate of fire, so that is pretty nice. They also made it to where you can actually cancel your beam by putting a Karakuri down. So say you're beaming something. Before, you was not able to do any type of Karakuri, but say like the monster's coming, you could go bam. Now sure, you'll waste your beam, but you could potentially get like a topple or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna use this very much, because I tend to just if I use the beam, I tend to just kind of like commit to it, because you might get a stagger, you may not, unless you're gonna get one shot. I would just more than likely just commit to your beams. Also, next up, they increased the transition speed from picking up your celestial thread off the ground to going into your fortified cannon stance. So check out how fast it actually goes. So we go from here, boom, right into this bad boy. Now, if you don't play cannon, you might not really notice the speed difference, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a pretty big speed difference, because usually you would pick up your thread and then you would roll to kind of like cancel the animation, but that is that's pretty quick right there, and that is a pretty big quality of life for the cannon. And that is pretty much it for the cannon, besides a couple they changed the name of a couple of attacks, but that's pretty much it as far as cannon goes. Now the actual wagasa and the arrow, I'm gonna try to demonstrate what changed with these things, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't even have one crafted, dude. So this we're gonna try. But if you want to skip this part, by all means. All right, man, so bear with me, man. I have no idea how the bow works, so if you want to skip this part, I would not blame you, because I don't even know how this thing even functions, dude. So they increased the number of arrows released at the end of the burst, the higher attack with the bow. I don't need, what is that? What is a higher attack? Okay, that's a higher. Then over here, right? All right, higher burst. All right. Yeah. Oh, nope, that's not what I want to do. All right, higher. Okay, bro. Bow. That's all the buffs for the bow. I'll put these in the patch notes down below. Your boy doesn't know what's going on. I'm gonna need to practice, and I don't want to talk about stuff that I have no idea what your boy is talking about. So I am so sorry for the bow and the wagasa, guys. Your boy is bad at the game. All right, now moving on to the actual buffs towards all the Karakuris and the fusion Karakuris. Now, I'm actually kind of glad that they're doing this because I was a little bit worried that they weren't going to adjust some of these things, but never fear, man. The Bomb Katana 2.0 is going to be coming out because they did buff the damage of the Star Bomb. They buffed the damage, they buffed the range, and they buffed the flammability. That's what it says. Pretty much it makes them set on fire quicker, so that is going to be super good. And the Bomb Katana 2.0 is absolutely on the way, so look out for that one. They also increased the damage of the pounder, the slam. That's a funny word, dude. Yeah, they increased the damage of this bad. Whoa. I know that's the bear, but what? Nah, I know that's the bear, but bro, that was 3K. That hit 3 times, dude. Dude, what? Okay, I know it's the bear. The bear gets smacked up, but even still, dude, that was a lot of damage. 3,000 damage just for the hammer. Oh, we're gonna have to try this out. Wait, did I hit 2 or 3 times? I'm sorry, you guys are watching this right as I watch it. Okay, that was 2 hits, but the first one was totally 3 hits. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, now next up, they improved the speed of the fireworks. So this is actually pretty good. Watch how fast this thing goes up. That's like instant, dude. So that's gonna be pretty nice from stopping the flying Kemonos from getting away. And they also increased the amount of healing mist you get. So this is I thought this was, wait, this isn't the healing mist. Is that the healing mist, or is the healing mist the one with the fan? Okay, yeah, the healing mist is from the glider. So that has improved healing. We won't be able to see it here anyway, so that is pretty good. They also increased the damage dealt with the pile driver Karakuri. So that's when you jump on and you put the stake on them. That kind of like reduces their defense a little bit, and also does a little bit of damage. And one other big change they did, they changed the actual fusion input for the celestial shield. So now instead of putting this used to be the old combination, you had to do thread, box, thread twice. Now it's opposite, so it's box, thread, box, box, thread, box, and you can get a celestial shield now. So that's actually pretty good. Costs a little bit less, but they also reduced the durability of the shield. Now I don't know exactly what that means because the shield usually just blocks 1 attack. Now I don't know if that means that you can have like bleed through from when you get hit with the attack. I hope not, because I feel like just summoning that much, using that much thread, that should give you at least 1 hit of just, not dying. So I don't know what that means, reduce durability, but maybe it's the timer. Who knows? We shall see. And then of course we got the brand new Karakuri, which I have to actually go grab. And that is of course the spinning top. So straight up Beyblade action. We're absolutely gonna make a blade debar build of this and just spam these bad boys all around. That should be pretty interesting. And also they adjusted the celestial cannon to where it should hit more consistently now, because the celestial cannon was one of those fusions that you would use and you'd be aiming right at the Kemono, and it would just fly right between his legs or like right past the ears or something like that. So that should be pretty cool to see those actually work now. And I think that's pretty much it for all the weapon and the Karakuri changes. Now we talked about some of the weapon changes, some of the Karakuri changes. Now getting into the actual some of the other good stuff, we got a whole bunch of changes to our equipment, dude. So look at the stat page right here. Now we can equip up to 80 points worth of talismans. Now what that means for something like the Infernal Blow skill, which usually takes up a whole bunch of slots. Look at this build right now, dude. 14% Infernal Blow, 7% Infernal Blow, 11% Infernal Blow, and then 9% here. And then up here we have Fire Boost and Flame Wielder. So in total, dude, with just this update, I'm able to get a grand total of 41% Infernal Blow along with 14% of Flame Wielder. This thing is absolutely busted, and I absolutely love this update. I kind of wish they would let us, get a little bit more points, but 80 does seem to be pretty manageable as far as, equipping the really good talisman. Now, looking at the armor, we got a whole bunch of armor upgrades here. Going through all of these slots, they added new armor perks to pretty much every single piece of armor. A lot of these only used to have like 1 to 2 skills. You know, something like the Fuma Clan helmet. They added a Deaf Ears version, a human path version of Deaf Ears. So there's a whole list of changes here. They added so many perks to a lot of these armors. Not all of them are good. Some of them are a little bit weird, but all in all, dude, more options is never bad. So also, as you can see, you can also limit break your armor, so you're going to have increased defense, and you can limit break these up to 3 times. Now, to get the materials to actually limit break, you have to, 1, have Kemono orbs, you need gold, and you need core orbs from whatever area that is applicable to the armor. So this is another type of grind, but you know, what else are we going to do? We're killing Kemonos. We may as well get stronger at the same time. Now, moving on to the weapons, they actually buffed a lot of the older elemental weapons. They increased the elemental damage on pretty much all the elemental weapons, on every single weapon, except for the brand new weapon. So this one didn't get a buff, but pretty much everything else did. So all of these hit a lot harder. I'm going to put a screenshot up of my old Frost Cloud build. Right here, you can see it has 202 water damage, but in this old screenshot from an old build that I posted, you can see that it had 168 damage. So they actually bumped up the damage a decent amount, and I think just doing that and also giving us the ability to limit break these older weapons, it may not be, you know, 1-to-1 as far as the stronger weapons go, but I do think it's going to make a lot of these older weapons a little bit more viable. So that is pretty good, and even though like they won't do as much damage, they will still be pretty usable. Now, moving on to the last topic and also the last issue I have with the game before we, end the video. They made some really nice adjustments to the actual end game as far as farming orbs, as far as farming the cladding, talismans and such like that. With the volatile and the deep volatile Kemono, you're more guaranteed to get orb drops from the volatile, and there were also some adjustments made to the deep volatile, like the talisman pools as well. So we should be getting way better drops. But with that being said, we still need gold, dude. I think the gold cost in this game, some of these we don't get a whole lot of gold, and I do think that we need some adjustments as far as gold spending, because I play this game a lot and I'm always broke. I have to farm gold pretty much whenever I get on just to make a new weapon, and while that is fine and dandy, I would like to be able to sell, like I got some gold here, but I would like to be able to sell. Look at all these pieces here. I do not need all of these pieces in my inventory, and I would like to be able to sell at least something else other than these gold, these commodity things. So hopefully they could adjust this in the future, because right now, dude, gold is probably the biggest bottleneck in this game, even more so than the actual drops from the Kemono. So while I do think the game is in a good place, and it's actually in a really good place at the moment, although I do think it might be a little bit too hard for some people. I think, I mean, they want you to play the game in co-op, so, and I'm probably going to make a Discord server specifically for this channel, not specifically for Wild Hearts, but I do play other games. So let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in actually joining a Discord server. I don't know how any of that stuff works, but I feel like a lot of people have one. I always see it on the, other channels that I watch and stuff like that. So yeah, and that is all I got for you guys on this one, man. Again, my bad to all the bull mains and the Wagasu mains. Your boy is just bad with those weapons, and I have no idea how they work. So yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys next time, man. Peace.